Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Ben the Human Plays News Tower. Jumping in, these people have told me about newspaper perception. So serious folk love to read about informational stuff, they have a thing for quality, variety, and depth for the news, and then there's the folk who love the drama, the mystery, and the ultimate thrill seekers. They are all about sensationalism, hot topics, flashy photos, and tasty headlines. Reminds me of the good old days. Now you might think that's it, but don't forget the moderate folk. Being moderate is good for business. Think ads, consistent coverage on all topics, a few combos here and there. Oh, the game's about to get more complicated. My point is, know your target audience and these rags will fly off the counter. Exactly. Now how do you become a certain type of newspaper, you ask? Pay close attention to your articles. They might contain clues about how they will be perceived. I'm sure you'll get the hang of it. Have a great week. Good luck. All right. Interesting. Oh, learn about your readers' interests for sales. Are we out of paper? Holy hell, all our paper is gone. All right, large paper delivery, large food deliveries, so I can stock those things for next week. We've got stories running already. So we have protests against hunger. Oh, before we do this, let's see what she has to say. Learn about your readers' interests for your sales. The chalkboard? And placing article. What do you mean the chalkboard? This article can influence the perception of your newspaper. How? Place it in a slot with an arrow to make it contribute to this edition's perception. Oh, so like our headlines are the ones that drive the perception of the paper. Makes sense. So we would place this here, and then that would make it important. I don't know what they mean by the chalkboard. I'm assuming that's an item, maybe? We'll get to you in a second. We need paper, first of all. There's our paper delivery. Oh, first of all, I also need to send my reporters out. Go ahead, Regina. This one can also influence perception as well. Ronald, you're gonna be on the job for another 8 hours? So I'm very tempted to get a fourth reporter. I'm kind of thinking let's do it. Move the whole apparatus upstairs and get a fourth reporter in here to help me clean things out. I also need to move this light bulb. She's like, where did all this stuff come from all of a sudden? Let's see here. Reporter. Reporting. Reporter desk. So you can also be, so what I would love to find is a society reporter that can also do politics. Because if we look at our staff board here, so we've got 2 crime people, we've got 2 entertainment people, and 2 sports people. 1 politics, 1 economy, 1 society. Ideally, the next reporter that comes in would be able to cover these 3 topics. So, economy, society, lives without nutrition and toilet visits. The Breatharian. They live off air alone. Oh, these people are not what I'd like to see. 1 politics, 1 society from Jim Summer would be acceptable. Or would I rather have an entertainment guy? Because we'll still only have 1 economy person. But yeah, I think I'm okay with a crime politics society would be acceptable to me. So let's go back here. Crime, Jim, welcome aboard. And then, so you do crime? We would love for this thing to be able to work for both of you. The world map. That's the telegrapher. Okay, so we have the crime board already. Listening device. We've got bookkeeping. That's for economy only, though. A lot of sports. We already got the solar system board being shared. I'll give him a globe. We could get him better at society then. Okay, cool. So, Jim, on the case with the politics story, we would like you to go through two levels here. Grand news. Whoops. I've rolled the globe in such a strange manner. Alright, she fixed the light. This light now goes downstairs. Now I need you to fix this water cooler here. New story. Aha! Economy. Great. Ooh, crime, actually. So let's get Regina on that, because she's amazing at crime, apparently. Influences perception. But that one's going left. What does that mean? Like right-leaning, left-leaning paper? Or what are we talking about here? Regina, I need you to get... There we go. Regina? Sports, fantastic. Walter, you're on that. And then politics, we send Ronald to finish that story up. Good news. So if we got a fourth telegrapher, we could have 4 stories rolling at once, which would probably be ideal though, right? We're at 4 grand. We have 12 influence points. We would like to be able to spend 8 of those on our lawyer. If we can get access to the courtroom up here. Big globe. That's $8 though. Or 8 influence points. So I'd like to not do that. Police station. We've already got access to you two. Coat hanger is interesting. I'll take a coat hanger. Less noise, less stink, and less temperature, which is kind of interesting. Back to the building. To the coat hanger. Here. There's no space for our coat hanger. Who designed this building? All right. If we shift over 1 and then 1 further, now we can fit the coat hanger in there. But where did you go? There you are. Ta-da! Fantastic news. News stories. How long have you been standing there? I didn't realize. All right, Regina, you get to run this one, and Jim, you get to run that one. So we get both sides of the story at the same time. That's the nice thing about having 4 reporters, but not 4 things to be reporting on, like 4 different stories to be reporting on at once. Ooh, this one's Mafia. So we could knock out... So the Mafia wants me to print 1 Mafia thing, which is going to make the mayor really mad. I'm already, like, in trouble with the mayor as it is. I don't really want to piss him off too much. Bobby Jones announces retirement. His retirement comes after he won the Grand Slam this year. Guess winning is everything. Guess winning everything can get tiring after all. All right, where is that one? Here? 1 day. Okay, so I see how this story... This is how last week or last episode we had one like this. But you literally have 1 day to run it. And unfortunately, I don't know how much we'll be able to pull with Ronald and Walter busy with other stories. But let's just keep our eye on it. Let's fast forward and see when those 2 become free. All right, Walter, handle that side. And then Ronald, when you're free, I'm going to throw you at golf club. There we go. I would love to get this one, but I don't think we'll be able to run Yeah, there's 58 minutes left in the story. I wonder if it's gonna go away entirely. Regina, you take the crime story. And then, new guy, Jim, you take the final politics story. Is this it? Line closed. Okay, so we at least can finish our story that we started. So that's good. And then one of you two will take over on the first indoor NFL game. The Bears secure a 9-7 nail-biting victory over the Cardinals. I'm pretty sure I don't think the Bears have ever played indoors. Maybe they had an old stadium that was indoors, but Soldier Field is definitely outdoors, and I think their previous stadium was also outdoors. But maybe they did have an indoor stadium once upon a time. All right, Ronald will be available in a second. So will Walter. News stories coming in shortly. Economy. That's Regina's bag. And then a society story. Oh, she's available. Oh, whoops. There's 2 steps. Do-do-do-do-do-do. I like the kind of like smooth jazz we've got going on. Entertainment. Yes, I understand. You've told me this many times about how these things can influence my perception. I just now let it happen. Let it happen for me. So you will be done fairly shortly. I'm gonna prioritize you so we can try to get you in on this edition. Another politics story would be good as well, because we have a couple politics stories. Another economy story. Oh no, that's the same one with Regina. You can be covered by Jim, though. Oh, this is all over the place. Look at this. It's a 3-part story. You know what? We're going to kick this one to the curb. That was a pretty in-depth thing that we would have to cover. Yeah, I know the presses are ready to roll. Just give me a moment. So we have two politics, 2 sports, 2 crime, and 1 society. We're working on a politics and a couple sports. So we would like to get the politics one done and this sports one. I think we have time to get both of these into the paper. You guys are gonna have to be for next week. Yeah, 14, 2 hours. So this one's almost done. I have all of my reporters working on the other scoop, you guys. Although Walter's almost done, so we can send him out on the radio station side of things at the very least. 3 hours, 5 hours. Walter, have at it. Okay. And then another economy story. Regina has 19 minutes remaining, and it includes mobsters. I think I might kick this one out just because I don't want my people to get harmed. And then you're almost done. So I think we'll just let all these things roll, and then we'll run with the first indoor NFL game. 1 hour. All right, good. Pause. Let's assemble our newspaper now. So the first indoor NFL game. Bam. Now, you, and then you as well. Perfect sports page. Massive crowd gathers to show support for both teams. Kanzanari wins by knockout, and then a block punt breaks the streak. So that's perfect sports page. Then politics. Democrats surge ahead. Nudges perception to the right. Sensational. Interesting. Then we would like you to run with this because it's got dirt and politics, and then more dirt and more politics. It's a legendary dirt politics page. Then next page, we nudge it back to the left with this crime story here. Ransom plot unfolds in Missouri. An intense 24-period closed by payment. Nudges to the left, informational. So I kind of want to ride the line where we're doing informational and not. And then we just have to fill the paper with whatever's left over. 2 crime, and then a tragic societal story about a protest about hunger. So we could make it more sensational if we swapped this one around, but I want to keep my place in the middle. I don't know about the chalkboard, which is kind of interesting. We have 1 silver tag, so we're at 141,000 in sales. Is pretty solid though. So let's hit start, roll the papers here. Power fails on talent show. That would be a bad way to go. Record sales, you win some, you lose some. There are some defeats more triumphant than victories. The losers can tell themselves that. We did get some money from our hidden agenda, but it is gonna be, we have to be careful because we're pushing our rep with the mayor precariously low. Yeah, so you go up, you go down. Opens up the cathedral, supporting the mafia's hidden agenda. The Pope would do that? Oh, here we go. So welcome to the monthly event calendar. The calendar will trigger events based on the perception of your paper. Since we have reached the end of the year, take a look at the calendar for next year instead. Okay. You will always be able to preview the calendar of next year at the end of each year. It's always a great way to know what's coming up next. Shows the perception pointer. Any events under this lens will happen. So we have this one in January. If we became more sensational, we would get something in February. There's 3 things happening in March, so all sorts of stuff. Events will trigger starting next month. Some events can be quite lucrative. They might give you something to build, a juicy trait, or sometimes even give you money or influence. But be careful, some events might hurt your business. For the example of chance of triggering a risk. That's interesting. So you kind of want to move your newspaper's reputation around based on like what's coming. Very interesting. Oh, rival newspapers are perceived a certain way next week. Printing newspapers similar in perception to theirs is risky and you will lose sales. So you're kind of overlapping each other, so you don't want to do that. Well, that's really cool. I like the way this game has done like the layering of systems to kind of they'll teach you something until you get comfortable, and then they'll bring in something new, and then you can kind of work from there. Yes, we have access to the courthouse now. Obtain the lawyer's desk. The key for me. Book of Law. What does that do? Buffs the lawyer. You know what? If we're gonna hire a lawyer, I want to have a good lawyer. Let's get a new district. Where would we like to go? Should we like go all the way to Yonkers Station and try to bisect our opponent's like empire here? I kind of like the idea. Let's start it. I have a plan. So then we'll get access to the chief of police and Throg's Neck Factory. What on earth? Oh good, the ink merchant arrives. Thought you might be halfway to Havana by now, considering the mess you made. Print 1 crime. Oh, if we print a crap ton of crime, we get a bunch of money. Absolutely, I'm on board. All right, everybody, go find crime stories. Sports? Nay. Get out of here. We need crime. We do have 3 entertainment stories. Or sorry, I thought you were an entertainment story. Wrong. Sports story. Pure entertainment. All right, Ronald, get us the key. Walter's got seven hours left on that other story. We could have a full entertainment story at the very least. But we're low on paper again. Man, do we need like full paper? Here, let's move this desk down here. I think we need another storage rack, which is kind of crazy. Storage cabinet. Put you there. Put you there. Get me 2 deliveries of paper. Are they just sitting on the... I was like, are they just sitting on the ground out there? We have used most of the paper, to be fair. But we won't need to order more food for a very long time here. Good news is, doesn't go bad. All right, so, and now we need the lawyer's desk here. Law books, sure. A generator, well. Requires coal. Gives heat, durability. Okay, well that's if we hit our limit of the... All right, Mr. Lawyer, you get to live in the corner here. And then where was the law books here? Law. Attorney at law. Ta-da! Did that lawsuit I have just disappear? One lawyer. Yes, we would like to hire the best. I like how we could have a typesetter or a telegrapher also be a lawyer. He's like, I'm studying law in my my spare time. I don't know why that's funny to me. All right, Regina, you handle the economy side of this story. Another economy story. Ooh, spy! A valuable scoop. What gold story? Oh man, I regret having sent Regina on whatever this garbage tale was. Oh man, we have to. This is like when Regina gets back. That's all she's working on for the rest of the week. Dropping off loads of boxes here. Paper. I'm glad I can do. Can I take all of these? Nope. You got to do one at a time. Brook Foods. Like I said, no more food ever again. Regina, are you back yet? You have 14 hours left. Boy, oh boy. Well, in the meantime, we'll be able to get all of our all of our paper and all of our food stacked. Fantastic. I don't know what the chalkboard is. Is that an item? Can I get that as do I have to get to a school? Ah, if you take out their headquarters, that's kind of fun. Readers' interests for your sales. Oh, print enough times in the row to unlock these boxes. Each box reveals the interests of your readers aligned with that side. Okay, so we need to do moderate one more time. The longer you print on the same side in a row, the more interests will be revealed over time. However, printing on a different side will set you back one edition. Weighing your options and deciding whether switching your identity is worth it is a skill honed by the finest of publishers. Cool. You already told me about all this. Yeah. Only articles placed within the slots. Yep. Place your articles strategically. And then changing the newspaper price. Oh! The lower price generates less money but widens the reach of potential events, whereas a high price shortens event reach but increases short-term profits substantially. Try increasing the price and see how it produces. Oh, cool. So if you were like, I really want to grab whatever's over here, but I don't want to change my focus too much, you could widen your range and catch something else. That's really cool. There's a lot going on in this game. It's a lot more complex than it first seems. Rose Bowl, Alabama wins 24-0. Roll Tide. All right, Ronald, you handle that side of things. And then Regina's back. Spy alert! Uh-oh, we heard. Hold on. One spy. We've received a tip about a spy in the vicinity. A spy will try to sneak in sometime this week. Competitors send spies to compromise the contents of our articles and diminish their value. Quite the sneaky practice. Since spies try to blend in, they are hard to detect even for security. They will become suspicious and drop a hint once a spy gets too close, though. It's up to you to find and uncover them. Keep an eye on your tower. We have to keep an eye out for a spy? All right. We see everybody who's here right now. Watch for some weirdo to walk in. This is fascinating. Hey, you gotta clean that up, man. My lawyer's not doing anything. Oh, new person? Right. Regina, are you back? No, she's still working on it. And then the Rose Bowl contains a valuable scoop. I would love to get there. The police find your competitor is on his way to steal it from you. Get it before they do. Oh, man. There's so much going on all of a sudden. Okay, you're taking a bathroom break. Where's this spy? You're not a spy. I recognize you. All right, you dropped off your story, sir? Good. All right. We don't have a competitor trying to steal that story, so that one's not as compelling. Walter, take the rest of the Rose Bowl here, and then we need to get to the third section. And then Ronald, when you're freed up, we'll send you on that other scoop. And then Regina, you have to go tackle the warehouse. Okay. Where'd Regina go? There you go. Turning in his story. He's done. He's done it. All right, Ronald, you tackle the last bit of that story. And Regina's still dropping off hers. Still on the lookout for a spy. There's Regina. Turning it into the type center. Grand news. All right, Regina, back out on the streets, girl. Fantastic news. Spy alert. I'm looking for a spy. I don't see anybody who's even spy-esque. Everybody who's working seems to belong here. Even for security. We don't have that many employees. We've got like 15 people that work in this building. This guy should know everybody by name, right? Who are you? Oh, there he is. This is that man. The man in the hat. This guy. Spy. Get him. Hey, putting this guy like right by the security was probably a good idea, I think. All right, we want Walter to get on this one, even though there'll be a police fine. I think it'll be worth it to get that scoop. All right, Walter. Good day, officer. Can I bribe you? A ticket is fine. $200 is nothing. I might have run onto the pitch. He really wanted to get that story. All right, let's organize our thoughts here. So sports story at the top. 2 entertainment, 2 economy. Oh, 3 entertainment here. Oh, and an economy. Oh. Well. Okay, so your priority, highest priority here. And then you are probably the second highest priority. Though you're pretty important as well. So maybe those 2. And see how things go if we fast forward a bit. New scoop. Crime! What is my crime? I made that joke last episode. Can't make all these jokes. Fabricated or alarming? Let's go, Jim Summer. You've just been kind of chilling this week so far. From the rum running routes. And then we got a politics story. We can get Ronald on that one. Yeah, let's get Ronald up there before that old man steals our scoop. Sports. 6-day race won on midnight lap. Sprint closed in record time. Why are they running at midnight? It's a strange time to run a race. How much time do we got? 15 hours, that'll be done. 2 hours, not a problem. Compromise, click to sort. What do you mean compromised? Oh, did they feed me bad information with a spy? I thought there was only one spy. Suspicious. Yeah, you'll be done. And then what? I guess maybe the council afterwards, because it's also a scoop. We did want to do maybe take that one off for now. Triple murder. Holy cow. Triple murder shock city. Scary. CBS headquarters. Public outrage. Give me a shrug. No, they're mad. 3 protesters. Security guy, get rid of these people. They're causing trouble. Let's flip around. Pause the thing. Give me Alabama wins. What do you mean we were how did that happen? I'm not sure. And then sports and statistics, which is fun. Are there any other statistics? Oh, there's another one. That one's not going to be ready, though. Unfortunate. All right, let's flip to the next page. We go entertainment, economy. Oh, no. You got to be the primary story for sure. And then, you. And you? Because double educational and economy, even though there's entertainment involved. And then we've got, I guess you 3 are the remainder. I think it's better to have educational and economy together than a single entertainment combined with 2 other entertainments, is my guess. I could move it around. It's like, what are we at? 195. So if I take you out and I swap you with this one at 190, and then you go there. Okay, it's identical. So it's just, we'll leave it alone. And then none of you are ready. So let's hit start. Let's go. And I don't think we actually had any crime stories in the newspaper, even though that was our demand from the mayor. What a beautiful world we live in. Blessed are the young, for they shall inherit the national debt. Wow, that's like an article written today. 5,850. We only got statistics. We need triumphant, unveiling, and hopeful still. Yeah, we didn't print any crime. Despite being able to get more money from loads of crime being included. represents the reader's perception. We have shifted towards informational. It moves towards every week it moves towards your latest edition's perception. Readers on different sides have different interests. If you stay consistent, you will unlock interest rewards. Aha! So we have shifted, which is unfortunate. I didn't think we'd shift that by that much in one month. Well, there you go. So I have to be a little more on top of that than I have been. All right, so I think we want to keep focused on the Bronx Zoo here. Printa Mafia. I think I can't decline that one. Well, we'll probably just not manage it. Foreign news is now available on the map. Let's find out where it is. I have to get to the radio tower for Europe. Once we obtain one of these, we can receive foreign news. That's pretty cool. But we don't have access to that yet. And we will pause the episode there. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. If you did, please click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more episodes of News Tower or the other videos I have going on the channel, subscribe to the channel. Make sure you have your notifications going on so you know when the next videos go live. But until next time, everybody, I hope you had a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody.